Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtivada. In this video, we will learn about catch-all route segments. So whatever the routes you have, you can configure them. But there is a case where you have a route and after that route, how many number of parameters you have, you don't know. And you want to get all the dynamic values of it. How we can do that? That can be done using a catch-all route segment. This could be a very rare scenario, but let me explain you with an example. So now let me create a folder called as dynamics. And inside this folder, I want to create a file. And before that, so let me go and create one more folder inside this called as features. And inside these features, let me create a file called as page.js. And this will have export default. And I want to go with a function called feature UI. And let me return a JSX h1 as feature. So it has to show that particular feature value. That's it. And I want to create something called as new folder, and I want to create a folder name called as review. And in this case, let me go with the page.js again. And I'll just create export default, and I can go with review UI, and then let me return this as a review. So return h1 as review. So let me remove this return statement. Save this. Now we are returning two things, and this is a function. One is related to review and one is related to the feature. So what I can do here is, instead of using this as a sibling pages, what I'll do, I'll just move this inside this features. So now if I want to access my review, I have to go via dynamics and inside the feature, and then I want to go into the review. So inside my feature, I want to show the feature name, feature number or name. And whenever I go into the review, I want to show review number. So this will be dynamic number. Now save this. How this should be there is, I want to show a feature hyphen feature number, because already I'm in the review. If I want to go to review, you should go via your feature itself. So let me save this and now go here. I can give feature, and when I hit this by using dynamics slash features, then you can see feature number. And if you hit reviews slash review, or you can just hit reviews, then hit, it is giving an error. It is review, so not S, it's only singular review, and hit enter. Now you can see feature number, review number. So I want to show that part. How I can do that? It is very simple. Now what I'll do is, I'll use this feature and I'll use this review. Inside this feature, I'll be creating a rename, and I'll make it something like dot dot dot, and save this. So now this feature will accept the feature number and also the review number. So let me do one thing. What I'll do is, I'll go into this dynamics and let me rename this to a dynamics, and I want to give dot dot dot. Okay. So now what I want to do is, for this feature, I'll want to make it as dynamic. So if you want to access this, I can use feature and hit enter. And in the same way, I want to make this review also dynamic, something like review, and hit it. Now what you will be doing is, you will be going into dynamics with some ID. First ID indicates feature, second ID indicates review. So what we are doing here, let me get it via using params, and that params will give you the details of that review. Console.log of params, and save this. Now in the same way, go to feature. Let me get the params here as well. Params, and let me use that here. Console.log of, this is features, comma, params, and save this. Now whenever you go with 1/2, then you got feature number, review number. That means we are inside the review. If you see the console, you can see the param values, but it is not rendered. Let's see, it has rendered over here because this is a server side component. So feature is 1, review is 2. Let me go only to the feature. That means I will remove this and hit enter. Now you are seeing only feature number. If you see here, you have only the feature number which is rendered. Now, what I want to do based on the content or based on the route parameters, if it is two parameters, I want to show feature number and review number. If it is only one parameter, I want to show the feature number alone. So instead of creating all these cases, what I can do is I can just use something like rename, and I'll rename with dot dot dot, and I no need to use this review now. Let me delete it. So whatever the dynamic parameters you want, you can pass and you can get it from here. So these parameters will have two things. Let me rename for our understanding. It will be like feature review. So this will be the name which will hold feature as well as a review. So now you can see the parameters, and the parameters you are getting is feature review. So here inside this feature review, I'll be getting an array of values because I am using a spread operator. And by using this spread operator, I can pass n number of parameters. For example, what I'll do is if I'll write some conditions over here, it is very simple conditions. So if my params dot length, if it is equal to 0 or 1, then I'll be showing these features. So let me use a string operation over here, and else. If it is not the case, then what I'll do is I'll check params. So here what I can do, just I can use this feature number. That means dollar and params of 1. So I can show the feature number like this. So now the feature number rendered. In the same way, I can use something like else if params dot length is equivalent to 2, then I will be using a feature with a feature number, feature hyphen feature number, that is nothing but params of 0, and here also it is 0 because it's a param. And let me go here and let me write something like else I want to show a null value. That means I don't want to show anything else. So here I want to show a feature. Along with that, I want to show a review. Review hyphen, I'll be using some dollar flower base open course params of 1. So let me save this. Now you got params, and these params will have feature review. So this feature review should be used. Dot and dot, and here also dot. Save this. Now you can see whenever I go with one length, then you will be seeing only the feature. If you go with length of 2, then you will be seeing the review 2. Let me go here, clear this off, and if I go with dynamics of 1, you are not able to see anything. Let's check that. Okay, we have to check feature review, params dot feature review, params dot feature review. Save this. Now you can see feature 1. And if I go with /2, then you are able to see feature. Along with that, you are seeing the review. That means we can pass n number of parameters, and we can manage our UI by getting all that parameters. In this case, we will be getting lot of parameters, lot of dynamic values, but we'll be getting in one shot, and that will be in a array format. So whenever you want to pass number of parameters and you don't know how many dynamic parameters you want to pass, then you can use something like this by using dot dot dot. And this is how we will be using our catch-all routes. So this is a rare scenario, but in general, if you really want to use it, you can use something like this. And that's it about catch-all segments. In the upcoming video, we will talk about route groups, how to group set of routes into a folder, and how we can manage that. That's it for this video. If you like my explanation, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.